The Little Shop of Horrors, released August 5th, 1960. This is a horror comedy creature feature released in 1960. Starring Jonathan Hayes. Jackie Joseph Neal has a cameo from Jack Nicholson. Written by Charles B. Griffith and directed by the legendary Roger Corman, who has also directed like A Bucket of Blood, which I have reviewed before, The Wild Angels, Death Race 2000, The Mask of the Red Death, a whole pile of other things like Sharknado, or not Sharknado, Sharktopus and Dino Shark. And he's also produced over like 100, 200 B movies. And a budget of about 34,000. This was a flop when it first came out because it only made about 25,000, and um, yeah, it developed quite the cult following, especially by the 80s and stuff. So yeah, Little Shop of Horrors is a story of a young guy who's working at a florist shop named Seymour, who he's always trying to impress his girlfriend, um, Audrey. So he basically develops a new species of plant, like cross pollinating and stuff. And yeah, turns out the plant likes human blood, so he like slowly starts feeding it from his finger, and then um, the plant wanted more. So eventually, as it grew, he had to resort to killing people. So he kills like a railroad worker, a sadistic dentist, someone else, and yeah. But then he can't live with the guilt of it. So um, it's about him basically feeling guilty all the time, trying to hide it from his family and work coworkers and stuff, while trying to put on like, yeah, I developed this cool plant. Everyone's intrigued by it, and then um, once it starts blooming, the true nature of it is revealed, and also, but throughout the film, people are starting to get a little suspicious of him, and he gets like a little paranoid at the same time. So he's basically him doing it. It's a fun little short film, a little short creature feature comedy. It's nothing too crazy. There's a lot of like slapstick humor in it too, and it's actually pretty funny. Some of the acting's hit and miss in it, which is what most of Roger Corman's films are. The story is pretty good and well crafted for what it is. And yeah, it's a fun little movie, and definitely it's definitely developed quite the cult status because they made a musical out of it in the 80s, and that musical got adapted into a high budget film with Rick Moranis playing in it. So yeah, but this one is a fun film. I think a lot of people probably seen it if you're a horror fan or just like a comedy fan and stuff like that. It's one of those more iconic old films that's in the public domain, so a lot of people can find it. You can probably even find it on YouTube. Um, but yeah, The Little Shop of Horrors is a fun little film. There's not much to it, but it's still decent. Um, yeah, I like the works of it. It does have like a little cheapy feel to it, but it's still an amusing film. It's definitely nothing super outstanding or anything like that. It's just like a fun little time. So that The Little Shop of Horrors, I'm gonna give this film probably a 4 out of 5 because it's just fun and it has quite the spot in B movie history. So yeah, it's definitely one of the better of the B movies, especially of that era and stuff. It was one of the more amusing one and an interesting take on that type of filmmaking in that time period. So yeah, definitely check it out. There's a trailer link down below. I'll try to actually find the whole video film for you. Might link it down below if I can find it. Also, my Instagram's always linked down below. I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story, so make sure you follow me there. I always hide the title and a hashtag just for fun in the film clip. So if you want to try to guess what I'm seeing or try to find it and see what I'm reviewing, yep, that's all on there. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. I also put the genre of film and like the subgenre, if it's like a horror subgenre and stuff, on there too. So in case it's like something you don't like, anything like that, you can see that too. But yeah, also make sure you like this video, share this video so more of the masses can see this and be aware of it, so we never let it die. And make sure you comment down below if you've seen it. Let me know your opinions on it. I'd love to hear what you thought of this film. And yeah, make sure you subscribe because you never really know what I'm going to talk about next. And also, if you have any films at all that you want to hear my opinions on, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. So, yeah, Little Shop of Horrors, a fun time. It's good. It's only like an hour 15 minutes. Good to throw on like before bed or something like that if you just want to watch some like mindless fun. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. So, yep. But that's it for me today. Who knows what I'm going to talk about tomorrow because I haven't even figured out what I'm going to do tomorrow. So, yeah. Till the next review. I'll see you guys in the next review.